Dear students, now let us see the concept of implementing the undo operation. Undo means undone operations. For example, suppose if you are doing something work in the MS Office, suppose if you are done something wrong while doing the work, so that if you want to go back means we are going to use the Control Z operation. That is a undone. We are going back one step backward. In the context of implementing the undone operations, uh, the following things we have to be go through. The first thing is what here, single level undo versus multi level undo. A simple form of undone is when only one operations, that is the most recent one, can be undone. This is relatively easy since we can afford to simply clone the model before each operation and restore the clone to undo. The second thing is undo and redo are unlike the other operations. If an undo operation is treated the same as other operation, then two successive undo operations cancel each other, and second undo reverse the effect of the first undo, that is called the redo, that is a redone. So if you are making continuously two undone operations, then that is going to be called as a redone. The undo operation must therefore have a special status as meta operations if several operations must be undone. That thing is what here, not all things are undoable. This can happen for two reasons. Some operations like print file are irreversible and hence undoable. The next thing is blocking further undo and redo operations. It is easy to see that uncontrolled undo and redo can result in a meaningless requests. It is safer to block redo whenever a new command is executed. Consider a situation where we have the sequence, that is select A, select something, undo, select something, redo. Then redo tries to mark that something as selected. This could result in the exception depending on how the things are implemented. The next thing is what here, solution should be efficient. This constraint rule out naive solutions like saving the model to disk after each operations. The thing is that after that undo or redo operation, the solution should be stored in the model. Next thing is what a simple scheme for implementing the undo. The thing is that what are the some of the steps for implementing the undo operation. The first one is a create a stack. Create a stack for storing the history of the operations. The thing is that here whatever we are going to do the work, no, each and every step should be stored in the memory in the stack format. Next thing is what here, define the data class. For each operation, define the data class that will store the information necessary to undo the operation. Next is implement the code. Implement the code so that whenever any operation is carried out, the relevant information is packed into this associated data object and pushed onto the stack here. The thing is that whatever we are going to do the operation, each and every operation or work that has to be pushed to the stack. The next is implement the undo method. Implement an undo method in the controller that simply pops the stack, decodes the popped data object, and invokes the appropriate method to extract the information and perform the stack of undoing the operation here. The thing is that we are going to do the implementation for undo operations. Okay, these are the some of the steps for undo operation. The next we'll see with an example how undo operation will work. Okay, this is an example diagram here, undoing an operation here. Here you see I am going to maintain the two stacks, that is the history stack here, yes, and one more is the redo stack here. That is a redo means a redone stack, history means stack means it is a whatever we are going to do the work, no, all things has to be stored in the stack memory. Here you see this is the collection, this is my model. Okay, the model is having the core element of the application. In the model I am having the some of the elements: circle, label, label 1, label 2, and the line 1. Okay, whatever I am going to do, all these elements work, no, all things has to be stored one by one in the stack memory here. Here you see in the stack the first element is label, that is sorry, label 1 is stored. After that circle 1, after that label 2, after that line 1. So that the line 1 will be the most recent work that I have done. Okay, so that the stack will store the work sequentially one by one. The most recent work will always be on the top of the stack here. So that most recently I have drawn the line 1, so that is there on the top of the stack. Okay, here you see it is there on the top of the stack, that is the history stack. It is going to store the work of whatever we are going to do here. So that redone stack is empty right now here. Suppose I am going to delete, suppose I am going to undone only one time, so that the most recent work will be go to the where redo stack here. So that here you see in the history stack I am having the most recent structure is what here, line 1. So that line 1 is there on the top of the stack. If I am doing the undo operation, undone operation, then line 1 is going to be eliminated from the model component and it is going to push onto the redo stack. Suppose once again you are going to make the undone operation. Okay, that redo stack element is popped up from the redo stack and it is going to push it onto the history stack and going to be appear into the collection model component here. Here you see the diagram here. Yes, this is a diagram after undo operation here. The status of the stacks and the collection in the model after undo, that is a undone here. Here you see history stack I have not written here. Okay, this is the history, this is the history stack here. Previously it had 4 elements. Okay, after undone the top element is going to be popped up and it is going to be pushed into the redo stack here. Previously it was a line object in the top of the history stack. After undone operation it is going to be pushed to the redo stack. Here you see now the redo stack is having the line object 1. Yes, and in the model component the collection in the model, previously it has 4 elements. Okay, circle 1, label 1, label 2, and the line 2 and line 1. Okay, previously the line 1 was on the top of the stack. After redo operation, okay, it is going to be delete the line 1 component from the model. It is going to be pushed onto the redo stack. Suppose if you are going to implement in such a way that after second redo operation, okay, the whatever the element which was pushed onto the redo stack, it is going to be back into the history stack, then it is going to be appear into the collection or model component. So that this is an explanation of the implementing the undo operation. Thank you.